Hello friends, welcome to Anupama Verma's Easy Maths Tricks. In last video we discussed about percentages. Today we are going to continuing the same topic. As I already told you, percentages are very important concept in mathematics. Today we are going to do percentages of decimals. Okay? Percent means by 100 or out of 100. Just keep this one thing in your mind. Okay? Before entering into the topic, let's recap once. 12% of 81. Okay, first one. So how to do? 81 into 12 crisscross method. Multiplication 2 into 1 2. Keep a slash. 8 to 16 plus 1 into 1 1. 17. Next 1 into 8 is 8. So balance it 2. 7. 1 will be carried over here 9. So percent means by 100 I told you no. So keep a point after 2 digits. 9.72 is the answer. Let's take one more example. 15% of 75. So 75 into 15. 5 5 is 25 right here. 5 7 is 35 plus 1 into 5 5. So 35 plus 5 is 40. 1 into 7 is 7. Balance it. Write 5. 2 will be carried over here. It becomes 42. Write 2. 4 will be carried over here. 7 plus 4 is equal to 11. So keep point after 2 digits. 11.25 is the answer. Before calculating percentage of decimal numbers, it is better to know the two concepts, that is 1% and 10%. Let's take 1% of 2500 now. So how to find 1% of 2500? Percent means by 100, right? So simply 1 into 2500, percent means by 100 we are telling. So we are keeping by 100. 2 zeros cancel. We are writing 25, right? That means simply we can write, whenever we have percentage symbol, we need to keep a decimal point after 2 digits. That means suppose 2500 is there. After 2 digits, 1, 2, like this. Why? Because in 100 2 digits are there, no? So keep decimal after 2 points. That means it becomes 25. No need to do all this calculation. Okay? Now 10% of 2500, right? So 10 into 2500 by 100, right? So 1010 cancel. Now we are dividing with only 10 only, not with 100. See here, 10%, 10 by 100 into 2500. So 1010 cancel. We are dividing this quantity by 10 only. That means we need to keep decimal after one digit. You will get 250, right? After one digit I am keeping here. 00 cancel. That means no need to do all this calculation. Whenever anyone is asking 10% of 2500, simply you can keep decimal after one digit. That means 250. These two concepts we need to be thorough. Then it is very easy to calculate 1 to 100 percentages. Okay, let's see now. Let's take one more example of 1 and 10%. 1% of 3200. So directly I am doing what we need to do. Here we need to keep after 2 digits. 1 only, no? So we are dividing this number 1 by 100. Keep in this mind. So the answer is 32. Then what is 10% of 3200? We need to keep decimal after only one digit. Right? So 320 is the answer. Do you understand this concept? Or shall I tell one more example? Okay, let's see some 20% of 20% of one number. Okay, 20% of 2500 I am taking now. In this case, what we need to do, 2 into 10% of this number. Don't confuse. 2 into 10%. For example, they are asking 30%. 3 into 10% of that number. Okay, 2 into, what is the 10% of this number? 10%. So 10 in 10 we have only 1 0. So keep decimal after one digit. 2 into 250. So that means 500. 20% of 2500 is equal to how much? 500. For example, 30% of 2500. Okay. That means 3 into 10% of this number is 250. So 750 is the answer. Then what about 25% of 2500? I'm taking same example so that you can understand very well. Okay. Later I will tell you with different examples. 25% of 2500. So 2 into 10% of this amount, 250, plus 5% of this number. If 10% of this number is 250, then what is 5% of this number? We can make it half now. So write 125. So 500 plus 125 is equal to 625. So 25% of 2500 is equal to 625. We can calculate percentage mentally if you understand this concept. Okay. Now let's see 35% of the 2500. Okay. 3 into 10%, right? 10% of this number is 250 plus 5%, add 5%, 35, no? 3 into 10 plus 5. Just I am expanding that number. So what is 5% of this number? This is 10%. Then make it half, we'll get 5%. So 125. 750 plus 125 is equal to 875. Okay. For example, 11% of 2500. Then how to do? 10% of this amount plus 1% of this amount. Right? 10% of this amount is 250 plus 1%. I already told you for 1% we need to keep decimal after 2 point. So 25, 275. 12% of 2500. So 10% of this amount plus 2%. 10% is 250 plus what is 2%? 2 into 1%, right? 2 into 1%. 250 plus 50. So 300. In this way, we can calculate 1% to 100% easily. Now, let's see decimals now. How to do if we get decimal numbers? Let's take 10% of 275.8. Okay. How to do? You forget about the point. If you have point here, for 10% we need to keep decimal before 1 point. So already we have point after 1 digit. Just move this point before 1 digit. That means 27.58 is the answer. So simple now. For example, 10% of 3728.73. Okay. Assume here we don't have any point. 10% of 372873 is just we need to keep decimal after 1 digit. Right? But here we have decimal point. Just move the decimal before 1 digit. That means 10% of this number is 372.873. That's it. Is it clear? Let's see. 40% of 275.8, for example. Okay. Simple. 4 into 10% of this amount. What is the 10% of this amount? 27.58. We need to move this decimal towards left side 1 digit before, no? So 27.58. Multiply this one. You will get 110.32. Do you understand this concept? It's so simple. Using this method, we can calculate any percentage within seconds But only thing we need is practice. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, like it, share to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. See you in the next video with one more amazing trick. Till then, bye bye.